Hello, hello everyone, it's Irene in here again. So, after we played Palais de Rennes, I suddenly remembered Magical Princess. This is a very recent, new game that is out on Steam. And I've played the demo, I liked the game, and I bought the game. And I can already tell you some things about the game because I've played at least once. And although I'm not the biggest fan of this type of strategy games, raising status, this is like raising status, kind of like. Since we played the other one the last time, I was like thinking, let's just do the demo for this one because it might be something that interests you. And this game is very cheap. I think it's very cheap on Steam, and you can still get it lower on a sale, of course. Let me just see what it says in here. So this is from Neotro Inc., MAGI Inc., something like that, the developer. Raise your daughter while she attends a magical academy. Choose which classes she attends, jobs she does, training she undergoes, and more in a character raising sim packed full of story and over 50 endings to reach. How she grows up to be the world's cutest princess depends on you. This is the description. It is voiced in Japanese, so I won't have to actually read a lot, which is good too. I'm not going to continue, of course, a new game. You can choose a new name for the character. You may keep it. You may choose like another birthday date or something. We can keep it, doesn't matter. This is a demo. Okay, this is the demo. It's not the whole thing. And you can play the demo on Steam too, okay? And we are going to actually be the father raising our daughter, okay? So we can keep his name. We can keep the birthday too, or change it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters for how to put it. It matters for other reasons, which is like when you're playing the game. Of course, we're going to celebrate Alice's birthday, and we're going to celebrate Dad's birthday too. So you can like put your own birthday or something. I don't know. It's as you like. You cannot change and become like a woman in here. Okay, you can only be like the dad. Okay, this is like them saying that it is a demo, so it's not going to have everything. Magical Princess takes place in the land of Panetilia, a kingdom full of wondrous magic and fresh, delicious loaves of bread. Yeah, that's true, the bread thing. Having lost his beloved wife and your character, Mark has been tasked with raising his daughter Alice all on his own. After Alice receives an invitation to study at the Royal Magic Academy, the two of them move from their countryside home to the nation's capital. Thus begins a new chapter in the lives of a humble little family. Maybe I'll put like an auto, I don't know. Morning, Alice, you look happy today.
毎日楽しいよ。毎日楽しそうで羨ましいな。
So this is your very own home within the capital of Panettilia. To get started, select Talk to Daughter to have a conversation with Alice. Yeah. So, first things first. As they said in the beginning, when you actually obtain the game, you will raise Alice from an even earlier stage in her life. Like in here, she's already, I don't even know, maybe 10 or something, you know, or 12. I don't actually know. I think they said it was in adolescence, right? So maybe like 12, I don't know. Yeah, probably 12. But when you actually obtain the game, you start with her from an earlier age. You start raising her from an earlier age. She's even younger, okay? And on the left side, you have her status in here. You have skills, items, like going to academy, the calendar, you know, the date. You have some status up here too, the amount of gold that you own, energy, the stress levels, morality, and then you have like in here we have like this menu that you can see like talking to daughter. It has 3 conclusions when you talk to your daughter. You may raise the bond with her, but depending on the choices that you make, you may raise the bond, you may even raise the stress or morality, or increase or decrease. It depends what type of choices you want to make in here. Also, you can make your daughter become like a really good kid, or you can make Alice into a really evil type of person. So it's up to you how you want to raise Alice. Alice will be accompanied by this cat that is in here called Ibn, right? Ibn? I think it was even the name. I don't remember. We'll see it. And I kind of want to spoil it too much, but there's a certain care that Ibn brings to Alice that kind of even reminds her mother. It's like her mother's spirit seems to be inside Ibn, you know, because of the care. So the game is telling us, because this is the beginning, to talk to our daughter. See, so you have like 3 choices in here. Each one of the choices is going to increase the bond or decrease the bond, or increase or decrease morality. And that's why I was telling you that it kind of depends what type of father, what type of daughter you want to raise in here. Now, first things first, and I think this is very important. This is a game where you can have romance and you can date people. But attention to this. The romance is going to be very light. And I would say like, I don't actually know what his the ratings are, but it's probably like, because in Japanese we would say like 0, A, which is like more like 0, yeah, which is like I don't know, 12 years old, maybe even lower than that. I would say 12. Yeah, 12. Like you probably can play this game from 12 years old up. Yeah, because the romance in here and even the other things are very, very light. Okay, you will not get like things that are going to traumatize you or something. So what should we talk about? You look tired, sweetheart. Getting enough sleep? So like you are being very caring with your daughter. You really do look so much like your mother, Alice. Okay. Want to help cook supper tonight, sweetheart? Actually, they put it all really nice ones, but sometimes you don't have nice ones. Sometimes you have the positive type of teaching education, and sometimes you have the negative type of education where you're just like kind of like being mean with her. Okay, but for the beginning they started all with good things. Okay, and she will like, I can tell you by now, like she will like all of this. You will get bond with all of these ones. This one is more like the worried type of father. So let's go to something more like this.
え、本当？どのあたりが？
The expressions you have, the little ways you move, things like that, they're identical to how she looked like.
なんか嬉しいな。
See, like, we raised it 10 of bonds, we decreased its stress, she didn't have any stress. And I don't remember what else he gave us, I don't know if it was morality or something. And so that's it, like, at the beginning of each day, you should always come to the menu and talk to your daughter. And this is important. Why? Because many times she's building a lot of stress. And for you to decrease the stress, it's kind of important that we come in here and talk to her. Also, it's very important that we are raising the bond with Alice ourselves. Many times I felt when playing the game in itself, I felt that this game is really more about raising the bond between the daughter and father than actually trying to raise bonds to be romantic with others, okay, to have more friendship or romance with others. The game in itself is going to push you to increase the bond as a parent, you know, than actually like building more the romantic kind of views. So this is not actually how you're going to start the game, because I told you that you are going to begin the game with her in an earlier stage, and in an earlier stage you won't go to the academy yet, but for the demo purposes they are already giving Alice in an adolescence type of period. So now in the demo we are going to the academy.
今日は入学式だね。なんだか僕までワクワクしてきたよ。
Maybe I'll take the auto. Let me see if I can use the enter on this one. No, I can't. I need to click to. Okay. So
今日はいよいよ王立魔導学園の入学式。
I was going to say, so we are going to the academy, and you had like another visual in there.
どんな学園生活になるんだろう。
So Alice arrives at the ceremony venue. Once all of the new students have assembled, the academy's headmaster begins to speak.
新入生の皆さん、王立魔導学園への入学を心よりお祝い申し上げます。まずはじめに、我らがパネテリア王国の女王、コロネリア陛下よりお祝いのお言葉です。
Okay, this queen is also going to be important in the story, especially if you are doing the game, the whole game, you know, from the beginning, and you will understand why. A young woman dressed in a suitably brilliant attire steps onto the stage, her every step echoing across the silent room.
あれがコロネリア女王。綺麗。
An air of tension begins to fill the room as the students find themselves sitting face to face with a figure of such great importance.
近年我が国の情勢は厳しさを増している。 王都周辺では魔物による襲撃が相次ぎ、騎士団が対応に追われている。コッペパン神殿の大神官には、赤き月が再び混沌をもたらすと神託が下ったという。これから先、多くの困難が待ち受けているでしょうけれど、それらを乗り越え、パネテリアがさらに偉大な国となるには、あなたたち若い人材の成長が不可欠である。だから頑張りなさい。期待している。以上よ。
Queen Cornelia leaves the scene as quickly as she arrived. Once she's gone, the entire room begins to relax.
女王様は怖い人だって聞いてたけど、綺麗でかっこよくて素敵だったな。でも、なんだかどこかで会ったことあるような。
Yes, she does look familiar. You will understand only if you play the whole game.
そんなわけないよね。気のせい気のせい。
それでは改めて皆さん入学おめでとうございます。王立魔導学園はパネテリアで最も多くの教師を抱えています。
Yeah, they're like saying Paneteria. Kind of funny.
学園内には剣術、魔術、社交の3つのクラスがあり、自分で好きな道を選ぶことができます。ですが、それで将来が決まるわけではありません。皆さんは好きなクラスを選ぶといいでしょう。では、各クラスの担当教官に挨拶をしてもらいます。まずは、剣術クラスグラディウス担当のフィロ先生。
この魔法の国で剣術を学びたいなどという物好きなやつがいたら、わしのところに来るといい。一人前の剣士に育て上げてやろう。
すげえ、剣聖フィロだ。昔の戦争じゃ200体以上の魔物を一人で切り伏せて王国を勝利に導いたって噂だぜ。
そんなにすごい人なんだ。優しそうなおじいさんに見えるけど。
次は魔術クラスマギア担当のアン先生。
魔術クラスは魔法を学び世のために役立てたいと考える者。将来的に新たな魔法を開発したい者も求めている。授業は厳しいものとなる。覚悟しておくように。
アン先生は女王陛下にも魔法を教えていたんですって。王国最高峰の魔術師の一人らしいわよ。すごいわよね。へえ、すごいけどちょっと怖そう。
最後は社交クラスノービリス担当のマリー先生。
社交クラスでは道徳や礼儀を学び、社交界の花となれるような人材を求めているわ。立派な紳士淑女になりたければ私のクラスを選びなさい。
ちびっこだな。ああ、ちびっこ先生だな。
ちびっこ。Sorry, not one to take any gossiping. Laying down, Mary's pairs of teddy bears fly from her side over to the chattering students, chastising them with twocks to the head.
全部聞こえているわよ。
お人形さんみたいで可愛い先生だな。でも一体何歳なんだろ
う。では生徒の皆さん、どのクラスにするか選んでください。
どのクラスも興味あるな。どこにしようか。
So, okay. Yes, this will happen when you reach the academy. You will have to pick which one of them you want to, pursue. And when I first played the game, I chose, because like this is the swords one, this is the magic, and this is the social one with the Chibico, with the cute lady. Let's say it like that. And the first time I played the game, I was thinking about, I think I want to, so I think this is important for me to tell you. When I started the game, I thought to myself, I think I want to raise the social status. I don't know why, but I thought, I think I want to put status more higher into like social and beauty and etiquette and stuff like that. And it doesn't, let me tell you this, it doesn't actually matter which one you are going to pick, but it's actually kind of important in the role that you want to play within the game. What I mean by this is, do you want to be a character that practices magic during, because you're going to have some fights in here. During your fights, then choose the magic one. You want to use more your sword, then choose the sword fighting one. The social one, I'm going to tell you this, which is like, I never actually understood very well in terms of the fighting where I would benefit from the social one. So I think it's more a matter of the role playing and in terms of the story, more in terms of the story in itself, and not so much in terms of you being concerned about if you're going to give more damage or less damage. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I need to leave this very well, appointed, let's say it, for the lack of the word, which is, it doesn't actually matter. It matters in terms of, I'm going to show you after. Imagine, I put the because this happened to me. I put the social ability, and I ended up choosing for her the sword in terms of fighting. So she had the social track, but she was fighting with a sword. And what happens is that at the beginning of each, I think it's each week, it's each week, you are going to have a bonus to the studies that you do depending on which one you picked. So let's say it, I got social track, so I was raising a lot my strength because I needed for the fighting, but the areas, the disciplines or whatever that I was getting bonus in terms of studying, it was in social. So then I started understanding that, if I had chosen the sword one, I would had a bonus when doing the study on the strength area. Do you understand? I'm telling you because I'm giving you some tips in here. It's like, it doesn't matter. You can even go to magic. This doesn't matter. You can go to magic and then decide that I prefer to use the sword. It doesn't matter. You can do it like that, and you will end the game in a good way. It's fine. I did like that with the social. You're going to be able to finish the game and have a good ending. It's not because of that. It's a matter of, do you want a bonus for your fighting skills or not? Okay? It's more like that. Magic in this game gives a lot of damage, but it's a delayed type of damage. Okay, it's like you need 2 turns to actually do the damage, but the damage that you do could count for 2 turns with just a sword. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I will show you. Anyway, because I like to use my characters in a more like a fast way, I'm going to pick the sword fighting.
よし、剣術クラスで心身ともに鍛えよう。
我がクラスを選択してくれたことを感謝する。厳しい授業となるが、ぜひ食らいついてきてほしい。
Oh, by the way, they tell you in the calendar in here the amount of turns that you have. In this game, I think it's like 42, maybe something like that. Because this is a demo, so you have like 36 in here. But I think it's like 42, probably something like that. The amount of turns.
はい、フィロ先生、よろしくお願いします。
So you get like this ID. And you won't actually use the ID for nothing. It's just telling you that you have like an ID to get into the academy. It's just that. Yeah, an ID for students enrolled in the Magic Academy Gladius track, as denoted by its crest depicting a pair of swords.
新入生諸君、剣術クラスの楽しい授業の時間だ。血が流れたりするかもしれんが気にするな。
Yep, I mean, the game is all about just having fun with it.
怪我するのは嫌だよ。強くなるにはそのくらいの覚悟が必要だってことだね。
At the start of each month, Alice has classes to attend at the Royal Magic Academy. Select 5 classes for her to take. She can also take the same class multiple times if you prefer. As a member of the sword fighting track, stamina classes are particularly suited to her. Yeah. Because, how to put it, that's why I was saying that it doesn't matter. It matters in terms of the fighting, because you kind of get a bonus if you do the classes. That's it. If you do the classes that are connected to that type of skill. Because in the end, what is needed of you is for you to actually at least at some point raise these minor E's into like at least C, B, A, you know, like in all of them, not only the ones that you need for fighting, you know, all of them. Unless you want to raise a bad kid, okay, that's a different thing. So because I wanna start by raising her fighting skills, so we're going to put like stamina. See, like in here we can only choose 5 per week, and this is now as you raise something that it's like the skills in here, you may actually have like 2 or 3 more in terms of classes. Yeah, I think like at least 2, 3, I'm not certain, but yeah, at least like 2 more you probably can have. So like I put it 1 and see, it only raised it to 60%. To raise it to 100%, I need to click it again. Okay. What happens when I reach the 100%? She's going to get 1 star, and 1 star is going to allow me to have some stars, let's say, to raising skills. So every time you reach 100% on one of the classes, you are going to get 1 star, and 1 star is going. I'll show you the skills, okay? You are going to collect stars for the skills. So this one usually takes more time. Each one of them gives you something. This gives vigor, vitality. Look at the stress that it amounts. 2%, each one of them. Each one of them is going to raise like 2% the stress. We have strength, speed. Speed is also important. Vigor and speed. Speed is also very important. I prefer to put more speed so we can fight faster. And I'm not going to reach a star in here, but we put this one. Yeah, this one is good because it's speed too, but this one has a figure, so yeah. So because I put it like the stamina drills, which have like vitality, you are going to see that our stamina in here on this side, the left side, sorry, it's going to increase too with this. But as I said, like, see, like I chose one that it's from the stamina one, but I could have chosen to reach my intellect, my charm, or my sensibility. You know, I could have chosen another one, because it's important that you keep like raising the other status too. It's important for the game. So we chose our 5 classes to start with. I don't know if I can yeah, I can. See, sorry. As you go along and you collect the stars, you will be able, see, like in here, skill points, with the amount of stars, you will be able to choose some skills from here, and they all go in like in a certain rotation. See, like they go in a certain rotation where sometimes they intertwine with others or not. It depends. Like they each one of them is for one thing. See, like intellect, stamina, sensibility, charm. Each one of them has like one thing, but they can intertwine with each other, and it's through here that you will be able to get some bonus to your skills and classes. We can check like other things in here, like see, like in here we can see her status, the bond, the status, magic. She doesn't have friends yet, but we can see the status in here in terms of friends too, because we just started. The items, she will have some items. Do not use this right at beginning, because we are going to need these for other things during the game. Oh my god, my hamster is like, she's like doing noises. God. She loves the wheel, you know, like hamsters and the wheel, and she passes like the whole time in there. And she has some outfits, and the outfits are important in here too. Like, yes, she has like the childish clothing, because see, like they give you status too. The equipment, see, like we could have like a staff or a sword. Since I'm going to play with the swords, I have this one equipped, but you could have, you could equip this one. So like you will be able to buy new outfits and new weapons too. Then you have gifts that you can give to your friends. Also, these items you can also gift them, because we are going to have cooking in here. She will cook stuff. The cooking gives you status, but you can also decide to, no, I'm not going to consume this one. I'm going to give it to this person because I like him and I want to raise status with him. So I want to keep this because I want to give this thing. And this is like the items that we have right now, a handkerchief and the ID. Okay, so, sorry, I wanted to show you the rest. The items, the skills, then you have like these X skills, which is, you will not get these ones during the demo. When you finally reach like a point in here where you have like a maximum of the skills, then this thing will start opening, especially like, see, imagine when I reach my stamina to an A or any of the other skills, these other skills are going to be open for you. But once again, to unlock these ones, you will need the skill points. Okay? Like you use the stars in here to raise, you will need to use stars in here to raise too. Okay? The feats are the achievements, then you have like save and the settings. Okay, so let's continue. I probably need to choose again, yeah, because I went there. So it was one of these. I put it one of the basic and 2 of the running. Let's begin classes. And this is how you see it. Like, there's a ton of games. Maybe you do not... maybe it's the first time that you are seeing things like this, but it's not for me, because there's a ton of Japanese games that I play, like in Japanese, that they have like this type of scenario when you are like just raising the status. So like you see like more 12 of stamina. Our stamina was increased, but it also increased our stress, that is like 4% now. Okay, more 2% of stress, more 2% of stress. Yeah, and it gave us a bonus to our stamina, although that one didn't have the stamina, the vitality. It gave us a bonus, and it also gave us a bonus to morality, giving us 1+ of good. Morality is also important in here. So we are like with 10% of stress, we have still 10% of energy, and we raise it to 1% more in the morality. So we leveled up.
今日の授業終わり。疲れた。お疲れ様。放課後は自由時間だね。あれ、小さな男の子がいる。学園に迷い込んじゃったのかな。気になるよね。声かけてみよう。
Alice walks over to the boy and addresses him.
僕大丈夫？迷子かな？いえ、僕は。お母さんとはぐれちゃったの？いえ、僕この学園の生徒なんです。今年入学で、飛び級で。そういえば今年飛び級入学した生徒がいるってパパが言ってた。とんでもない成績の天才児だって。この子のことだったんだ。
So this is Noah Violet, and he's going to be one of our possible friends or romantic love interests.
自己紹介が遅れましたが、僕はノアと言います。
He politely nods his head like a proper gentleman.
私はです。
She's like, 私は and she doesn't say the name. Then this. Okay, yeah. Because you can like change the name, so she's not saying Alice.
年下のノア君の方がしっかりしてるね。もう黒ってば、この子は黒っていうのよろしくね。
Yeah, and the name of the cat is Kuroto. It's not actually Eben, but yeah, it's fine. They kind of like translate as they want.
はい、よろしくお願いします。同級生だったんだね。勘違いしちゃってごめんね。いえいえ、お気になさらないでください。
Noah sits down on a nearby bench and begins to eat his boxed lunch all by himself.
いつも一人で食べてるの？はい。僕、皆さんと年齢も違いますし、なかなか友達もできなくって。そっか。同じ年の子がいないとそうなっちゃうよね。
Alice decides to sit down next to him.
じゃあさ、ノア君、私と友達になろうよ。別にいいですけど、あまり一緒に遊んだりはできないですよ。それでもよければ。ちょっとだけ嬉しそう。なんだかお姉さんになった気分。私もここでお弁当食べようっと。あ、でも僕、もう食べちゃいましたよ。え、もう？僕、忙しい身ですから、少しの空き時間も無駄にはできません。
Without skipping a beat, he cracks open a thick book and proceeds to study.
ああ、すっごいね。君も見習わないと。もう、黒ってば。
Alice's relationship with Noah has reached acquaintance. Alice can now chat with them. She has leveled up and gained a skill point. Open the skills screen and spend the point to unlock a new skill for her. Yeah, see? Now they are kind of like explaining the skills. And this happened because we passed from a -E to an E. So we got one skill point, 1 star, and we can put wherever we want. You can even like be raising stamina but prefer to put it in intellect because there's something in the intellect in here that you want to get, or you know. But since I want to get even more bonus in my stamina classes, and this is like the first one, I'm going to pick this one here. So yeah, we cannot go to the next one because I don't have any more stars. So, yeah. So let's call it like our free time. Remembering the Palais de Rennes one. So this is like, let's call it our free time, where we can meet people, talk to them. We can increase, you can also increase your status by going to specific places like the library, the music room. You can see like, you can increase like sensibility in here. You can increase intellect in here. You have like the icon next to it. I don't know if you're seeing like the blue one in here and the green one in here. There's another green one in here in the art room for sensibility. And you have role and Noah in here that you can like talk. But you can also decide that you do not want to stay in here, so you can change the area. Yeah, they do not allow you right now because they are just in the beginning trying to explain you things.
よし、早速行ってみよう。
Yeah. Okay. So, but you can actually go to other places. Imagine that you wanted to go back home because you wanted to cook something. You do not have the cooking yet, but imagine you wanted to cook something. You go home, you cook, or you do not want to do like nothing. That's kind of stupid, you know. If you do not waste your energy during the day, it's kind of stupid. Okay, you're like throwing it away. Let's say it. You can like rest until night and do exactly what I was saying, which is like you are not spending your energy. And I mean, there are moments where that is a good idea, I will tell you, but not now. You know, have 10 of energy. And this is like the academies where we had our friends. The game is like telling us that in here there's like a quest or something. Look, there's like a quest in there. There's like this rainbow kind of question mark like in there.
ここ
Not a
はパ
question,
ネテリア
it's,
で一番栄えている中央広場だね。いろんなお店があって何でも揃いそうだね。ショッピングだけじゃなくてアルバイトを募集してる店もあるみたいだよ。へえ、働いてお金を稼ぐのもいいね。
Sorry. I've been really bad for my asthma. While walking around the central plaza, Alice hears a loud, deep growl coming from somewhere in the vicinity.
何の音？魔物？魔物なんて見当たらないよ。でもすごい音が聞こえたよね。一体どこから？あ、大変！
Alice discovers a young girl collapsed on the side of the road. She rushes to the girl's side to help her get back up. Get back up.
ねえ、あなたどうしたの？意識はあるみたい。怪我もなさそう。何があったんだろう。どうしよう。お医者さんを呼んだ方がいいかな。ねえ、しっかりして。大丈夫
The same loud rumble suddenly reverberates right in front of Alice, revealing the source, the other girl's stomach.
これってもしかしてお腹すいた。やっぱりお腹の音か。なんだ。でもお腹空いてるのは辛いよね。あったあった。じゃーん。お昼に食べようと思ってたコッペパン。ほら、これをあなたにあげる。おお、なんていい人。神様。コッペパン一つに大げさな。
The girl scarfs down the bun that Alice offers, at last recovering her energy and getting back on her feet.
ありがとう。あなたのおかげで復活。よかった。私はっていうの、この子は黒。あなたは？
So she's like, I don't know if I should say like, how would you say it in English? Cross? This is like more of a French name, Croix, Olive.
黒はっていう召喚術師で女王の側近。
Like, she serves as an aide to Her Majesty. Yeah, that's like big.
今日も女王の命令で 町の視察に来てた。はあ、女王様の側近だってすごい。
そんな立場ある人なのに生き倒れてたの？
昔いろいろやらかして町の中で食料を売ってくれる店がない。
Yeah, you will find Craw a lot of times during the night and not as many during the day.
いろいろって？鍵開けが得意だからお店の金庫から資金調達。それって泥棒なんじゃ。
Yeah, adorable.
スンスン、あなたからまだコッペパンの匂いがする。まだあるから食べる？ありがとう神様。ああ、おいしい。もごもご。不思議な子だな。
So, yeah, another person that we met. But we could have, like, it's totally fine. You don't. It happened to be like this. Like, I went to the map just to show you something, and it was kind of like funny that we actually had like Kwa in here. So because I wanted to show you other things, which is you notice from the beginning that you have gold in there, and you can buy stuff. Okay, like you can buy new outfits, or you can buy new weapons to increase your status. And I'm going to tell you, like, they are not cheap. They are not cheap. And sometimes you get like some days where you get like some discounts going on, and of course you should like get during the discounts. Although me personally, I was not like waiting for those moments, because imagine you want to progress and you're like, I'm not just going to spend months in here just like waiting for a freaking discount, you know. I was like, I don't care, I'm going to buy them, you know. I need to increase my status to keep moving on. So but it's kind of up to you if you want to wait or not for the discounts. So we can, during the day, and let me tell you, during the night, we can work on some places. For instance, you have like the bakery and the canteen in here. Let's go to the canteen.
いらっしゃい。お嬢ちゃんかわいいね。よかったらうちで働かないかい？
どうしようかな。
かわいいって言われて浮かれてるな。
And you can like see, you can, for instance, in the canteen you can work as a waitress. It's going to consume energy. Because we are level 1, the amount of money is going to be only 80 gold. It's going to raise your stress levels. And this type of work is going to increase your, I don't know, this is morality or something. I think it's like morality. More? I don't know. It's something like that. It's a social one. And you can actually get like some type of an ingredient in here. These ingredients are cool because, as I told you, you are going to reach a point where you will be able to cook at home. So yeah, it's important too. You will eventually, by doing this, you will eventually raise the status and raise the waitress one, and even reach to a point where you can actually actually work as a chef And the chef, of course, gives you a little bit more money and a little bit more status raising and stuff like that. The bakery.
わあ、すっごい可愛いパン。ここはオートで人気のパン屋なんだ。コッペパンが美味しいって評判なんだよ。うちではアルバイトを募集しているの。興味あったら働いてみない？まかないでコッペパンを1日1つまで食べ放題よ。それって食べ放題って言わないんじゃ。
Yeah, that's true. See, same thing. The difference is the type of status that we are going to get from here. Like here, this one actually gives you more money because the other one was 80 gold. This one is 100. It's going to give you vigor. Like the status is different. It's not a social one. It's the fighting sword one. And the ingredient that is going to give you, because it's a bakery, it's going to be flour. Yes, you will need flour for some of the cooking recipes. And it's the same thing. You're going to level this one. You may end up with the baked bread one. Let's go into the tailor.
可愛い服がたくさんある。あれもいいな。こっちも欲しいな。どれも君に似合いそうだね。うちならお嬢さんに似合いそうな服たくさんあるわよ。
See, so you can buy clothes and see, like each one of them has a type of status with defense and magic resistance. Or imagine that this will happen with, at least that's what I did. Imagine that you had this one and you bought this one. You can come here and sell the other one back, you know, though you got that one, you can just resell it, you know, because you got a new one. And at least you gain some money from it. You can also sell other things that you have in your inventory. In here and in the weapon shop is the same thing. So we have 500 gold. We do not have enough for any of this. So I'm going to exit.
見るだけでいいからまた来てね。あ、武器がいっぱい。いい品揃えだね。どれもかっこいいよ。
いいセンスしてるじゃないか、お嬢ちゃん。好きなだけ見ていってくれ。
うん、ありがとう。
So same thing, and you have like different type of you will get some new ones too. They are not in here yet as you level up. So we have the swords. Oh, we have bows too, and you will have some accessories. Accessories. Sorry, accessories. I think it's like that. But you can only, let me tell you, you can only equip one. You could even have like you could even have like a bracelet and a ring, but you can only equip, as far as I remember, I think you can only equip one. Yeah, I think it's only one, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know, maybe I'm saying this and it's not like that.
次は何か買って
Because
い
I
ってくれ
played
よな。
this, but it was like, I don't know, some months ago, and I'm not certain. So we could talk with her. Like, this is the part where you start choosing whatever you want to do. Do you want to start working and get money and some status? Do you want to just talk with someone? let's meet another person.
こんにちは。私はロール。この学園で図書館の司書をしているよ。
あ、こんにちは。はじめまして。
私にはフランクに話しかけてくれていいよ。
わかったよ、ロールさん。
図書館には魔導書から物語の本までたくさんあるよ。自由に使えるから気軽に来てね。
Okay, I don't think... Let's not start with this. Let's, do I want to know or do I... Let me talk with Kra.
クロアさん、秋だね。落ち葉の匂いがする。
Okay, so we can chat. This is going to consume 1 energy. And it's actually cool because it's going... Chatting sometimes is really cool because it decreases your stress levels, increases your affinity with said person, but it also decreases your stress levels. Asking out on date or giving gifts, it's possible, but you need to increase the status you have with that person. I don't know if you can see it in here, like Summoner, Kra, Acquaintance, and you see like 10, yeah, it's 10, right? 10 hearts in here. And as you keep talking, you will raise these levels and get other type of affinity with the person. And you can see it by these hearts that you have in here as you increase. They are going to have like, they start to have like other colors. I think it's like that. So let's waste 1 of energy and talk with her.
秋は食べ物だけじゃなくて、読書とか運動するのにもいい季節だけど、運動はしない。読書は時々する。そうなんだ。女王に調べ物を頼まれた時、クロアさんって大切な人のためにすごく頑張る子なんだな。
So we got 1 affinity with her and 2 less on the stress levels. So there's nothing more we can do with her. Let's leave. I'm going to talk with the other ones. Let's talk with Noah.
ノアくん、また会ったね。
そうですね。
秋の間にしっかり冬の準備をしなければいけません。どういう準備をするの？食料や暖かい衣類を確保するなどいろいろあります。じゃあ私たちも準備しなきゃ。早速美味しいものを食べに行こう。そういうことじゃなくって、うわ、手を引っ張らないでください。
2 of them venture over to the cafeteria where they enjoy a nice warm meal. So, see, like the heart in there just got a little bit of something. Yeah. And the stress was diminished in 2%. I don't know if we can talk with her or if she's just going to talk about the library again. Let me see.
あ、また会ったね、ロールさん。今日はよく会いますね。
Yeah, we cannot get her as an acquaintance right now because she was just talking about the library because she's usually the one in there. Now, we can choose to increase like another type of status. Or imagine go back and start working on something. I am going to it could be intellect, right? Yeah, it could be intellect. I'm going to do some study.
さっ
気ぶり。ここは学園図書館だよ。自習や古文書の解読をしている人もいるよ。
いろんなことをしてる人がいるんだね。
喋るときはなるべく小さい声でね。
See, like, it takes 3 of energy, increases the stress, and gives me some points to, I think it's math and literature. Yeah, I think it's that. And why did I thought about this? When you are fighting, when you are increasing with the sword fighting thing, you will need to raise the other status too, to progress. One of them, as I remember, is the intellect. Not only because of the fighting, it's because you will need sometimes to have the ability to heal yourself or the others, okay? So intellect is also important when you are, all of them are important, when you are raising like the sword fighting. So you do not have to use me as a guide to whatever type of gameplay you want to do, okay? I'm just like telling you things, but you can do it in whichever way you want to do it. This is not a walkthrough. Do you understand? Like, I may give you some tips in here or there, but this is not a walkthrough, okay?
今日は本を読みに来たの？それとも自習かな？
今日は自習を頑張るね。
寝ちゃダメだよ。
寝てたら起こしてね。
So yeah, we raise it a bit of the both of them. We are going to increase the stress. She's getting good, but sometimes you kind of sorry, you kind of fail.
静かな努力は目立たないけど、ちゃんと身になるんだよ。
Yeah, our stress increased by 2%. But we also increased the status in here, in the intellect, by 42. So we still have 5 of energy. And we can, as I said, we can go to work. We cannot talk once again because it's just once per day, so you can only do it once. Let's go to the room, to the
ここ
music
は
room.
音楽室だ。楽器の練習をしたり、楽曲制作をしたりするんだよ。
私、興味あります。
冷やかしはダメだよ。
I think it's just cool because I can raise a bit the other status. So it's I'm like it's fine. I'll just raise a bit.
好きな楽器を練習しなさい。それが上達への近道だからね。
どんな楽器の練習をしようかな。
コーラスなら任せて。
So we got imagination and music. See, like bad? I told you that sometimes you kind of fail and you get bad.
綺麗な音だった。楽器も気持ちよさそうだったよ。
See, like Alice is running low on energy. You should go home and let her rest. We only have like 2. And I don't even think you can do anything. Can I do something with 2? I don't think so. Especially like working. How much was the working one? Yeah, it was 3. Yeah. So there's nothing more that I can do right now. So he's telling me just go to the changing area and go home. See, and he's like saying just rest. You could in the map there was like a place in there where you could just do the same thing to rest.
少し疲れたな。ちょっとベッドで横になろっと。
Yeah, rest until night. We are just resting until the night.
Oh, もうこんな時間か。
Look at the cat.
クロも寝ちゃってる。
If you wish, Alice can sneak out of the house at night. While night offers unique opportunities, these actions can increase your daughter's evil gauge and raise her stress. Conversely, choosing to sleep and preserve her energy will lower her stress, which is important for her health. Another thing, another tip, whatever. You can always go out at night. Do not worry so much about the stress, because when we get back, we are going to wake up in the morning, and some of the stress is going to, like half of it, maybe like half of it, is going to be diminished, even when you have like really raised stress in here. And in the morning, imagine that I had like 20 in here, 20%. And I wake up in the morning, and when I wake up, I have 10%. And I'll be like, but I still have a lot of stress. Imagine. It's not a lot, 10% is not a lot. But yeah, imagine, oh, I still have like 10% of stress. Oh my God. It's fine, because when you talk to the daughter in the morning, depending of what you're going to choose, you can actually decrease that amount of stress too. So there was never like a moment where I felt that I couldn't go out during the night. Okay, it's fine. You can go out during the night. And why is it important to go out during the night? It's not just a matter of, oh, because I want her to be evil, like they were kind of like saying in there. No, it's not. During the night, when you go out, you will have part-times that pays you more than during the morning. And although you are going to decrease your morality gauge in here, you will find it eventually in the beginning too. You will find a place which is like the church, where you can, like, let's say, confess your sins, and you can once again increase the morality back. So it's totally fine for you to go out each day, increase more status, gain more money. You even have like some shady deals going on during the night. Yes, you do. There are even some characters that you can not only, but most of the time you find them during the night. So what I would tell you is do it all the time. Just go. So we go out.
クロが眠ってるこの隙にちょっとだけ夜の街を探検してみようかな。夜の中央広場、なんだかドキドキする。
See, like you kind of get the same thing, but it's different. I'm going to show you, like, shady seamstress.
昼とはちょっと違う雰囲気？
ここは危ない服屋よ。昼間とは品揃えが違うの。何がどう危ないのかは想像にお任せするわ。
あ、危ない服屋？よくわからないけどすごそうだよ。
Abunai. she's like Abunai. Abunai is more like a dangerous seamstress. They put it like shady. It's like a dangerous type of seamstress. Okay, so see, like we have at least this one. I think this one is different, right? We didn't have this one on the other one. We had this one. And then you have like these ones that, as you can see, they have a different type of currency. This is gold, and this one has a different type of a currency, like a type of a coin that by now you still don't know what it is, but it's a different type of currency. You can sell during the day or during the night. It's the same thing.
見るだけで全然いいからね。また来て。
The arms dealer is going to be like the other one.
あれ、昼とは品揃えが違う？なんか置いてあるものが物騒だよ。
夜は昼には出せないものを置いてるんだ。あまり人に言っちゃダメだぜ。
わかった。とりあえず武器を見てみるね。
So it's the same thing. This one actually has like the same things during the day. I think it's the same ones. You had more during the day, yes. And then you have like something with a ton of status, which is actually not good because look at the speed, the decrease of the speed. Oh my god, this like takes ages for you to actually use. I'm saying this, but you do whatever you want. And it has another type of currency too. So,
うちはいつでもお嬢ちゃんを待ってるぜ。
And now, see, like we can. Let me see if there's another one. No, there's not. Okay. And now we can go to the outlaw bakery or the tavern during the night. I'm going to show you.
昼間とは違ってなんだかちょっと怖い雰囲気？
昼には出せないようなハッピーなパンを作ってるの。このことは他言無用よ。働いていく？
See the difference. You waste the same amount of energy. You gain the double of money. The issue is that you are going to get more stress. I think the other one was just 2% and this is 4%. You gain a mystery powder. You're not actually going to use the mystery powder that a lot. You gain vigor and 2 pluses of evil. See? Like you would probably tell me, oh, like vigor is really good if you're going to sword fighting. But I usually prefer to do the other one, the tavern one. Although I do not gain as much as I gain here. And the status are not for the sword fighting. But I kind of feel like the ingredients that you get from there, I use them more than just the mystery powder, because the mystery powder you use for some recipes, but not a lot of them.
あれ？昼間にも来てくれたお嬢ちゃんだね。よかったら働いていかないかい？夜は居酒屋として営業してるんだ。
どうしようかな。
So cosplay server. So it's actually 202. Yeah, it's a lot better than the morning one, because it was just 80. The morning one, 80, cool. And it's going to increase a charm status, which is beauty. It's the same thing, you see, but you can get like ingredients. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to I'm going to work a bit.
お嬢ちゃんは可愛いからニコニコしてたらおじさん連中が勝手に注文するさ。今日からよろしく頼んだよ。
看板娘として頑張るよ。
今日は本当に助かったよ。お客さんもご機嫌だったよ。
See, we gain flour, tomato, and cheese. You know what this is. I don't want to read it because I mean. And this was actually a pretty good start because I was able to raise the stamina, the intellect, the charm, and the sensibility. I didn't plan it for this. I was just like, oh, it's kind of funny that I was able to raise a bit. Of course, the thing with this is just you only raise a bit of each stat, not each the stat that you have in here. So we ended up with 4 energy, 14% of stress, and 48% of morality. Morality to be like good, it needs to be 50. So she's kind of starting to get a bit evil. And you will start understanding where this evil starts going as you go along. We could do another one, and I could gain a bit more money, or I could just like leave it like this, or go to the. We can go to the bakery. Yeah, sure. We can go to the bakery, so I can show you like others. Okay, let's do this.
私は何をすればいいですか？
そこにある白い粉をこねればいいだけよ。粉に関する質問は受け付けないわ。
It's a shiroi powder. It's a white powder. It's like, what is that? Like white powder.
わかりました。
あなたが無駄にした粉の価値分かってる？これ以上の失敗は許されないわよ。
What does this actually? What do you associate with this? I mean, Okay, more stress, more evil. We are going into 18 stress. We have like no more energy to use right now. We have 840 gold. Let's see. I don't even know. Let me just take a look because I don't remember. Okay, so we have some ingredients. She has 25. 100. Okay. I don't think we could get that one, and even this one I don't remember. Sorry, I need to see it. Yeah, nope.
うちはいつでもお嬢ちゃんを待って。
Doesn't matter. So I don't think we have cooking yet. He's telling us that we need to rest. But you could just be here. This is what I was telling you about. And just click in here. Sleep until morning. It's the same thing as you going home and resting. So you can just click here.
もうこんな時間。明日もあるし、さすがに寝ようかな。
You go home because imagine, oh, but I want to cook something or something, you know. So sleep until morning, yes. And this is going to consume one of the turns that we have in the month left. It's going to consume one more. Good night, Alice, my wonderful, amazing daughter. There's nobody else in the whole world I love more than you, sweetheart.
私もパパが世界で一番大切だよ。おやすみ。
See, it took you like only 3% of the stress. We still have 15. And you're like, oh my god, we still have 15. Energy is back, right? We still have 15 stress. Morning, sweetheart. Oh, looks like you woke up with some bad head today.
パパ直して。
Don't worry, nothing that a little combing can straighten out.
いつまで経っても甘えん坊だな。
Okay, I'm just going to pause a bit in here because I need to get a bit of water.